We are providing only 20% video as a part of promotion. For remaining 80%, that is 6 to 8 articles, current affairs video, NCERT videos and general studies complete videos, please subscribe to our complete package. 1. Will unfaded El Nino deplete the monsoon rainfall this year? 2. GS Paper 1, Geophysical Phenomenon, Indian Monsoons. Why recently in news? Meteorologists are unclear whether the El Nino will completely fade away during the crucial rain months from June to September. They expect the monsoon in 2016 to be normal. To be sure, 2015 was only the fourth time in a 100-year span that El Nino-like conditions raged on for 2 consecutive years. How will be the monsoon this year in India? The El Nino causes drying up of rainfall in India, 6 times in 10 years. A normal monsoon means 89 centimeters of rains, which in turn is 80% of Indian annual rainfall. Meteorologists said that Nino-neutral conditions are likely to prevail during crucial months of July and August that account for 70% of monsoon rainfall. What is the impact of El Nino on Indian monsoon? This phenomenon affects rainfall in India during the monsoon months. Trade winds normally blow westward from South America towards Asia during Indian monsoon months. Warming of the Pacific results in weakening of these winds. Moisture and the heat content thereby gets limited and results in reduction and uneven distribution of rainfall across the Indian subcontinent. What is Nino-neutral, neither El Nino nor La Nina, condition? In the neutral state, trade winds blow east to west across the surface of the tropical Pacific Ocean, bringing warm moist air and warmer surface waters towards the western Pacific and keeping the central Pacific Ocean relatively cool. Warm sea surface temperatures in the western Pacific pump heat and moisture into the atmosphere above. In a process known as atmospheric convection, this warm air rises high into the atmosphere and, if the air is moist enough, causes towering cumulonimbus clouds and rain. This now drier air then travels east before descending over the cooler eastern tropical Pacific. The pattern of air rising in the west and falling in the east with westward moving air at the surface is referred to as the Walker circulation. What is El Nino? El Nino means little boy in Spanish. El Nino refers to a condition in the equatorial Pacific Ocean, off the coast of Ecuador and Peru in South America, in which sea surface temperatures become unusually warm. During an El Nino event, trade winds weaken or may even reverse, allowing the area of warmer than normal water to move into the central and eastern tropical Pacific Ocean. El Nino leads to warming of sea surface temperatures, which in turn affects wind patterns and triggers both floods and droughts in different parts of the world. It is a weather system which re-emerges after a gap of about 2 to 5 years in the Pacific Ocean. What is La Nina? During a La Nina event, the Walker circulation intensifies with greater convection over the western Pacific and stronger trade winds. As the trade winds strengthen, the pool of warmer water is confined to the far western tropical Pacific, resulting in warmer than usual sea surface temperatures in the region north of Australia. Sea surface temperatures across the central and eastern tropical Pacific Ocean become cooler than usual and the thermocline moves closer to the surface. Cool waters from the deep ocean are drawn to the surface as upwelling strengthens. 2. New ultra-sensitive test for cancer, HIV developed. GS Paper 3, Science and Technology Developments and Their Applications and Effects in Everyday Life. Why recently in news? New ultra-sensitive test for cancer, HIV developed at Stanford University in US. The new technique augments the standard procedure with powerful DNA screening technology. The researchers tested their technique, with its signature DNA flag, against 4 commercially available, U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA-approved tests for a biomarker for thyroid cancer. Significance of new technique. A new ultra-sensitive test designed to detect diseases including HIV and cancer may prove 10,000 times more effective than current diagnostic tools. Early detection and treatment of the virus can help ensure that its effects on the patient are minimized and reduce the chance that it is transmitted to others. In contrast to many new diagnostic techniques, this test is performed on pre-existing machines that most clinical labs are already familiar with. Some key facts to be noted. The chemists have replaced the standard flag with a short strand of DNA, which can then be teased out of the sample using DNA isolation technologies that are far more sensitive than those possible for traditional antibody detections. This is spiritually related to a basic science tool we were developing to detect protein modifications, but we realized that the core principles were pretty straightforward and that the approach might be better served as a diagnostic tool.